make sure that you do the works cited slide, or in this case, a bibliography, because I am asking you to find information about the poet as well. This is where I found my information about the poet. And I'm not requiring that you cite every little detail on the slide that gives information about the poet. So I would call this a bibliography. Cited means quoted, and bibliography is a list of sources that you used. So any source that you use, make sure that you list it here. Notice that the name of the poet is the name of the article or the website post where I got the information about the poem. So yours might be Wikipedia or something like that. So I'm not requiring that you use super advanced college level research items or sources for this one. We're just getting some general information. So you can use more study guide like material. The same is true for the literary devices. So if you looked at the literary devices that I have given you, you could click on that link that I have posted on Blackboard, that handout. You could really just copy and paste from the handout. So if I used this one, I would want to copy and paste that into my works cited. Let's look at this one. It starts with the number 20. So there are different preferences for where to put a source that starts with a number. Do you put it first? Do you put it last? As long as you're consistent, I will accept either way. So I'm just gonna, paste that there. I tried to paste it. It didn't work out for me. But I can just make the font fit with the rest. Let's see what size we have. Something like that. That ought to work. So, use your judgment. Make sure all the other sources are in alphabetical order. And then if you have one that starts with a number, you can either put it first or last. But don't just have it hanging out in the middle. You have a handout with how to do the works cited for each source. So you can look at that carefully. Here's a glimpse at how to do the works cited for your poem, especially if it comes from our textbook. You can pause and look at these ideas. This one is the template for quoting anything from our textbook. You will see that the things in bold are the things that have to change. The things that are not in bold get to stay the same. So that's super nice not to have to change this part. You just have to change your page numbers, the last name, comma, first name of your poet, and the title of the poem. If you are using a website for your poem, and I encourage you to use the actual poem from the textbook. Use that citation if you are using a poem that is from the textbook at all. If it's not in the textbook, then I've probably done the works cited for you and posted it to Blackboard, so look there. If I have not, use this format. Okay, so make sure that your title of the poem is in quotation marks. Start with the last name, comma, first name of the poet. Make sure that your website where you got the poem online is in italics. List any other publishers, sponsors, contributors, the date of publication, and the URL. Okay. For other works cited that you may do, you can take a look here. You can pause this and You've had this handout before, but you can see how to cite a journal article, how to cite a book, how to cite something online. Here are the general things that you need in a works cited. If these elements are available, use them in this order. Make sure that titles of short articles, short poems, short stories are in quotation marks. Titles of websites, titles of books, titles of plays, those go in italics. Make sure that your sources are in alphabetical order. That's it. Let me know if you have questions.